Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. In the last episode, we dealt with the Vartarel. However, Merrill had a rather odd encounter with Paul. We arrived to save him, and he took one look at Merrill and became completely and utterly petrified and ran away, putting himself in the Vartarel's path. It was a very odd turn of events, and Merrill kind of wants to bring that up with the Keeper. So, hello, Marithari.
The Vartarel is dead.
Masaranas. I'll breathe easier knowing that we will lose no more people to it.
We found these.
I'll return them to their families.
We lost Paul. In the cave, he fled at the sight of me. Straight into the Vartarel.
Many of the clan fear you will bring back the corruption. Or worse, from the mirror.
And where did they get that idea?
I am their keeper, Dalain. It was my duty to warn them. It's still not too late for you to return to us. Reconsider. There's no need for you to live alone.
Must we go over this again? You'll never accept what I'm doing.
The Eluvian is a trap. It cost us Tamlin. It led you to blood magic. Will you let it twist you further from who you really are?
And who am I? We've done as you asked. Honor our bargain. Give me the Arulin home.
Hawk. Because Merrill won't listen, I give this heirloom of my clan to you for safekeeping. Please, don't let her do this.
Thank the creators. I thought maybe she'd go back on her word.
I will say, in this situation, I think what the Keeper did, I can understand why she did it. You know, as a player, obviously, I know that Tamlin, he did contract the Blight from coming into contact with the mirror, probably. So there is a chance that Merrill could have gotten Blight sickness and she could have brought that back to the clan. I can understand why the Keeper was like, I need to warn these people about that. However, there's a difference between warning someone, hey, this person might be dangerous, and this person's gonna kill you, they're gonna give you blight sickness, be afraid, be terrified. There is a very distinct difference, and I get the feeling that the Keeper chose to do the latter. She chose to turn the clan against Merrill, to be completely and utterly terrified of her, and I do think that on some level it was maybe, how do I want to put this? I think maybe in part it was motivated by anger. She's not listening to me. She's not doing what I want her to do. All right, I'll turn the clan against her. I think on some level, I'm not saying that was the main focus that Marithari was going with, but I think on some level, Marithari was directed by bitterness. That Merrill wasn't going down the path that she wanted her to go down. I think, I've said this many times before, I think Merrill is acting rather stupidly by doing what she's doing, obsessing over the Eluvian. It really isn't healthy. She can help her people in hundreds of, millions of other ways. She doesn't need to do this one thing. At the same time, I think the Keeper is also acting incredibly shittily by turning the clan against her, by refusing to, I guess, being so stuck in her ways, she's not even willing to contemplate maybe Merrill's right. And as the player, we know that she is. We know that Merrill is correct in the things that she is saying because of Inquisition, but the Keeper, oh, well, I'm older and wiser, and she's only a child, therefore she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's not even willing to look into what Merrill is saying to verify whether it's right or if it's wrong. She's just going off what she believes, therefore that's correct. It's... No one's behaving well in this situation. No one is. Everyone's being kind of a dick. Yeah, she spoke about blood magic there, Merrill.
What did the Keeper mean? The mirror led you to blood magic.
The shard I picked up was corrupted. I couldn't cleanse it without help. The Keeper refused. She said that it belonged to another time and should be left there. So I found a spirit. It gave me the power to purify the mirror through blood magic.
No, in Amelia's mind, that does not make any sense at all. You can't purify with blood magic.
I've never heard of blood magic purifying anything.
There's nothing inherently evil about blood magic. It's magic, like any other.
Are you really that stupid?
The power that contaminated the mirror was too strong to be driven out by normal means. If I had piles of lyrium lying about, I could have used that, but I didn't. I used what I had.
All Amelia is thinking of it's not inherently evil, it's magic. Like any other magic, and Amelia's like, which makes it inherently evil? Magic is inherently evil. On a personal level, I understand where Merrill is coming from. As I said, I think the Keeper could have at least investigated. The Keeper could have tried to see where Merrill was coming from, and she didn't. So Merrill had to use what she had access to, and that was her blood. It's unfortunate. It's an incredibly unfortunate situation.
Is it worth restoring this mirror if it turns your clan against you?
You know what it's like to lose everything, Hawk. Not just our land and freedom, but history, stories, language, magic, rituals. Even our gods are gone. It is a sacrifice, but if the mirror restores even one fragment of the past, it's worth it.
And this is one of those situations where I really don't like the friendship rivalry system with Dragon Age 2. Because, how do I word this? This situation, what do you do with the Arulan home? The game forgets almost that it's a role-playing game. And it resorts to using binary logic. Oh, you're Merrill's friend? Then clearly you're going to go for the friendship path and give her the Arulan home. Oh, you're rivaling Merrill? Well, clearly you're going to, do the rivalry thing and refuse to give her the Arulan home. Therefore, you will see this cutscene and you will see this cutscene. It doesn't account for roleplay. Because here's the thing. Amelia doesn't really have any reason to keep the Arulan home. The mirror... There was the hoo-ha with Tamlin, and, all of that. He went missing. We found a shattered Illuvian nearby. That doesn't really say that the mirror was involved in his death. After having heard everything, Amelia does not believe that the Illuvian is capable of killing Tamlin. It's just a little communication mirror thing. Like, what, did he look into the mirror and he got scared to death and the body just, turned into smoke? No, that's stupid. Clearly there was something in the cave that killed Tamlin and dragged him out. The mirror probably really didn't have anything to do with it. And as for the Arulan home itself, it's a perfectly mundane item. There is no magic associated with it. It's just a wood carving tool. What's she gonna do with a wood carving tool? Also, on some level, I think that maybe Hawke is thinking if she has the Arulan home, maybe she won't have to use blood magic anymore. Maybe this thing can finish the mirror off without any magic at all. Maybe that's how it works. She doesn't know. So with that in mind, we really don't have any reason to keep the thing. We probably should give it her. Also, it's an elven artifact. Who are we to be hoarding elven artifacts? That's not our jam. So we're gonna give her the thing.
Take the knife. Just try not to cut yourself with it.
I don't think that's wise, Hawke. Whatever she's trying to do with that mirror, it's at the behest of a demon.
No one asked you. Thank you. I knew you would understand. Let's be away from here. The others are giving me the evil eye.
I will say this is going to frustrate me to no end. Because what happens is that in a later cutscene, Merrill basically goes off at Hawke.
Sundermount. Walk softly. Something out there hungers for the unwary.
Oh, okay then, Pivel. Thank you for the warning. But yeah, in a later cutscene, Merrill basically kind of goes off on like, you had no right to keep the Arulan home. How dare you? And I'm like, but I didn't. I didn't do that. I gave you the thing because there was no reason for Hawke to keep it. So yeah, it's incredibly frustrating that in this instance, the game kind of forgot that it's an RPG and not friendship and rivalry simulator. Sad times. Now then, what are we doing next? I believe, yeah, we need to speak with Merrill, so we'll go do that.
Do Dalish honestly not recognize the difference between demons and beneficial spirits?
We've never thought of the Fade as the home of our gods. It is another realm, another people's home, no different or more foreign than, say, Ozama.
But have you never studied the types of demons? They break down very clearly into different sins.
Spirits differ from each other, just as you and Hawke and Isabella are all human. More or less.
Part of me is like, does that banter change depending on who your third party member is, or was that just pure luck? Either way, I like that. That was a nice little detail. Good job, game. Now then, Sol.
If there weren't so many mages preaching sedition, the Templars would not feel so compelled to use the right of tranquility.
Amelia agrees with you 100%, madam. If the mages would just learn to submit and do what they should, then maybe so many wouldn't be made tranquil. Maybe.
Brilliant. I'm amazed that you found everything. My craft can begin anew. Your reward, my young friend.
Thank you, Sol. That is exceptionally kind of you. Thank you. Oh. Oh, God. Ah. That's coming soon.
Why do so many mages insist on running away from you, sir? Where do they think they'll go?
Sister, you are preaching to the choir here. You are speaking Amelia's language right now. Oh, I feel dirty. I feel terrible saying those things. Oh God. Hello, Merrill.
Hawke, I could never have faced the Keeper myself. I never imagined a human would help me restore Dalish history. No one ever understood. Not the Keeper, not my clan. Just you.
Love, Amelia has absolutely no interest in restoring Dalish history. She just wants you to stop using blood magic. That's basically it. Like, the first time I was faced with this decision, I spent like a good 20 to 30 minutes on that one screen kind of going over why Amelia would do the thing and why she wouldn't. And as I said, at the end of the day, if Merrill doesn't have the Arulan home, she might try crazier and crazier things. You know, hell, she could murder all of the people in the alienage to get her way, when all she needed was a perfectly mundane item. That's why Amelia did it. She has absolutely no interest in your lore or your history. It's all just, I guess, because she's highly suspicious of Merrill. She's like, you're gonna keep doing this crazy shit. I'm here to stop you, and if the Arulan home will stop you, take the thing. Ooh, I guess I've got to go with this one. None of them really feel like Amelia, because as I said, that's not her motivation. But I'm gonna go for the joke.
No offense to your people, Merrill, but anyone who runs into a monster to escape you has their priorities wrong.
They're just confused. But it doesn't matter, I'll still save them. You're the first real friend I've ever had. Masaranas, Lethalan.
We're not friends. Please don't call me your friend. Also, server connection lost. Oh dear. Oh well, I'm sure that's fine. That is a tad annoying with the, you know, the whole like, oh, anyone who runs into a monster to escape you has their priorities wrong, because that is literally the complete opposite of what Amelia feels. However, given the other two, I guess I'm kind of, that was the only one I really could pick. Here's what I'm gonna say. She meant that sarcastically. She meant that in a really mean way, but Merrill didn't pick up on the subtext. There we go.
Oh, may the dread wolf take you, you worthless hunk of glass. It won't work. All the years I've wasted on it, it's still a flaming mirror with no reflection. Why have you come here? Did the Keeper put you up to this?
Merrill. No, the Keeper didn't put me up to this. It just seems a bit like going from like 0 to 100 really quick. I'm guessing there must have been a couple of days in between Merrill being like, oh, you're my best friend, to why the fuck are you here? Maybe a couple of days have passed. Amelia hasn't heard from Merrill in that time. She's doing her regular thing of, if I haven't heard from her, I'm gonna go check to make sure she hasn't become an abomination. And we are faced with aggression. I don't think there's anything scary here. You know, she's saying that she can't complete the mirror. If she was saying like, oh, it's activated, it's doing a thing, then I think Amelia would be like, wait, what? It's doing a thing, pardon? Ooh. You know what? She's being aggressive with us. Let's be aggressive back.
No one put me up to anything.
So you do this because you love to vex me, then? I don't need you, or Marathari, or anyone else to look after me. I can save my people with this mirror. Just stay out of it.
No. No. None of these work. Oh, dear. You don't need me. I really don't want to be involved in this. Please, do it alone. Do it outside of Kirkwall. Oh, I guess. Maybe this is like one last-ditch attempt at being like, you know, do you need blood magic? You can go back to your clan. That's where this is coming from. Is that what you want? You want to save your people? Maybe you could just go and be with your people instead. Isn't that more akin to what you want?
Do you really want me to leave you alone?
No!
Why is it everyone questions what I want when I've just said it? I've given up everything to rebuild my people's past. And you just threw my sacrifice in the garbage. You say you mean well, but right now, I'd rather be alone.
Yeah, that's the cutscene you get because you never gave her the Arulan home. You know what? I'm just gonna pretend that cutscene never happened. That's why it was so confusing. Varric was making it up. It wasn't based on real events. That's the logic. I'm gonna go with there. Alrighty then, what next? Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to do this one. You know what, let me check. That's looking pretty decent. I'm so nervous about this one. I'm so nervous about that one. Oof. I think it's gonna be okay. I hope it's gonna be okay. For anyone who doesn't know, like, why do you keep saying it's gonna be okay? Why do you keep looking at the rivalry friendship bar? Oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for such a treat. Now then, banter, quickly.
Do you ever have any regrets?
About what?
Anything? Everything? I can't figure you out.
The past's past. I learned that young. If it can't bring you gold or giggles, what's the point in dwelling on it?
Maybe the chance to fix a mistake? Make things right again?
Hey? Our mistakes make us who we are.
That was almost profound.
It was, because Isabella is amazing. Don't judge a book by its cover. Now then, let's grab Fenris and Sebastian. You're coming along for this journey. Oh, it's not a journey I necessarily want to take, but hey ho. You want 2 strength, 1 constitution. And you can have that. Alrighty then. Off we go to Anders' clinic.
It's not a pretty home, but at least it's clean.
Indeed it is, and you want to talk. Oh no.
Have you noticed how many Tranquil are in the gallows courtyard lately? And don't tell me I'm just sensitive to it. I've been watching, and every day there are new Tranquil, selling their bloody wares. Good mages too. People I know past their harrowing.
That's against the law. You think there's a plan, so what? But you're talking about this like it's some grand conspiracy. Clearly, they just did something wrong, and that's why they were made Tranquil. Clearly.
Are you imagining some sinister plot to turn all the mages in Kirkwall Tranquil?
I'm not imagining it. The Templars are using the right of tranquility to silence those who speak against them. They're working on a deliberate plan to turn every mage in Kirkwall within the next 3 years.
They wouldn't do that. You're crazy. We must stop them. No, Buddy, they wouldn't do that. That's not the point of the Templar Order in Amelia's mind. I'm just gonna slide that one in Amelia's mind, that the Templars would never authorize such a thing.
Whatever you think of Templars, you can't imagine they're so heartless.
They're worse. There are groups in Kirkwall who help those fleeing the Circle. I've talked to people on the inside. The plan is the work of a Templar named Sir Ulrich. I've had a run-in with him myself. He's the one who did the ritual on Karl. Nasty piece of work. Likes to make mages beg.
Yeah, what do you mean by a run-in? That sounds concerning. Should we be concerned? Yeah, well, of course we should be concerned. Amelia, you should be constantly concerned.
What happened between you and Sir Ulrich?
I've been involved with an underground resistance. Mages living free in Kirkwall who help others escape. I can't tell you any more, for your sake and theirs. You have too much involvement with the Guard and nobility. Suffice it to say, I've been in the gallows. I've seen his work firsthand.
Amelia is just standing there like, what? No? Just no? Can I persuade you not to do that?
What else do you know about Sir Ulrich?
The Knight Commander is at least sincere in her convictions. However misguided, she believes she's helping people. Sir Ulrich's a sadist. Cold-blooded as a lizard. He likes to experiment on mages. Find out what it takes to push them into the arms of demons.
This just sounds like paranoia to Amelia. You know, the Templars are good people. They're here to serve. You know, this is all in your head, buddy.
Then perhaps the blame can be laid on him, and not every Templar.
That's what I hope. If we bring the evidence of this plan to light, there must be men who'll stand against it. Perhaps even the Grand Cleric will finally be forced to act. My friends in the Mage Underground know a way inside. A secret entrance under the walls of the gallows. Come with me tonight, please. Help me find the evidence of Sir Ulrich's Tranquil solution.
What do you mean, Tranquil solution?
That's what he calls it. His idea of a peaceful solution to the mage problem. To sunder the mind of every mage in the free marches. I'm told he's bringing his proposal to Val Royeaux, to the Divine herself. He would turn every mage in Thedas into a drooling simpleton under his command.
Again, Amelia is just thinking he's going on like this paranoid delusion. He's not thinking in his right mind. Again, if we don't go, he's probably just gonna do it himself and get himself killed. At least if we're there, we can persuade him that it isn't real. This is just a delusion he's having, you know? That's why Amelia's doing this. As much as she wants to say, nah, the Templars aren't about that. I trust them. You're talking crazy. She doesn't want Anders to go and get himself killed, so we'll be there to help him out.
I wouldn't let you face this alone.
You are the one bright light in Kirkwall. I've always feared being made tranquil. Now, more than ever, I'm ready to go when you are. Our entrance is concealed not far from here.
Yeah, no, don't give me that. I think we should still be all right. I hope. I really fucking hope. The Mage Underground. To Knight Commander Meredith, re the so-called Mage Underground. Every circle in Thedas suffers from individual mages who rebel and attempt to flee. These apostates are usually found and returned to the circle or mercifully killed if they have fallen to demonic temptation. Until now, I have never served anywhere where the populace does not fully cooperate in hunting these rebels. Here in Kirkwall, citizens actually help rebel mages escape. Escaped apostates have survived their freedom long enough to form the Mage Underground, a network that feeds and shelters escapees and even transports apostates into remote areas of the Free Marches and beyond our easy reach. As of late, the movement has grown bolder, sending raiding parties into the gallows in an attempt to break out mages who lack the skills or willpower to escape on their own. This is a grave concern. My recommendation is to fight back, both physically and in turning the minds and hearts of their supporters against them. Knight Captain Cullen. Oh dear, this... Anders, what are you getting involved in? This is not how Amelia thought she was going to be spending her evening today. Yeah, Amelia wholeheartedly believes there is absolutely nothing to find. This Tranquil solution is just it's make-believe stuff. It's not real. Very quickly, is there anything up here? Just checking. No, there is not. Okay. Yeah, it's Anders' paranoia speaking. That's all this is. Sir Alric is a real Templar. I mean, we have heard Tranquil mages speaking about him in the gallows, but...
Do not tell anyone about this way into the gallows. It's a secret that has saved the lives of hundreds of mages.
Amelia is 100% going to be snitching to the Templars. 100%! There's not... Now that she knows about this, there isn't a chance in hell that she's not going to tell the Templars about it. However, actually going and heading into the gallows will have to wait until the next episode because I am just about out of time. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.